All right, shalom, shalom. I'd like to start off by saying, Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahushai, Kol Haloim La Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushai, Bahashem, Bachak Yadash. Double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone who rule well. Blessings and salutations to the hopeful elect that scattered abroad, the Akim and the Akwak that is listening in. Yahweh Ratazah, Lord willing that the lesson is edifying. The brother Shawab Mwam back at you with another lesson. And this is going to be real quick. I just wanted to make a quick correction on the last video that I was bringing out based on the breaking news with the lights out. All right, let me just bring this out real quick. This is Ecclesiasticus 19, and this is 19 and where's it at? 16. It says, "There is one that slippeth in his speech, but not from his heart, and who is he that has not offended with his tongue?" All right. So sometimes, when we're in the mix of bringing out a lesson, we might come out and slip and say something a certain way, the wrong way. All right. So basically, I was going into Isaiah, the 60th chapter. All right. And what I brought out was verse 3. All right. Because when you go into Isaiah, the 60th chapter, is actually talking about it's a future prophecy. Okay. So when I went into Isaiah, the 3rd chapter, 60, the 3rd verse, I said, "And the Gentiles shall come to the light, and the kings in the brightness of thy rising." And I ended up saying that those were talking about the Gentiles of the Israelite foreigners. All right. Which that's actually talking about the when we're in the kingdom, how all these Gentiles, right, these other nations are going to gravitate to the actual our ways of righteousness. It's just that at the moment when I was going into it, I was going into how how the people here, today's society, all right, that are our people, they're going to be casted into that gross darkness, all right, meaning the ignorance and stupidity of things. So I was somehow, some way, I ended up tying it into our people today when it was actually, not even supposed to be mentioned, the actual verse, but it came out anyway through the spirit. So I just want to say Salaki on that. All right. And basically it came from me coming out of the 2nd verse. All right. Because it says, "For behold, the darkness shall cover the earth, and gross darkness the people, but the Lord Yahweh shall rise upon thee, and his glory shall be seen upon thee." And I guess probably because I was just talking about how we are illuminated with the light, and we was talking about how there's going to be power outages out here, and basically cyber attacks. All right, and they're going to pretty much cut the lights. I was just too excited and brought it out in a certain manner where I ended up going off on myself. So I just wanted to correct that. Like I said, Isaiah 60th chapter goes into a future prophecy. All right, so that I was just using that spiritually, that 2nd verse. All right, how the gross darkness is going to cover the people. All right, in the time of actual darkness out here. And then when I read the 3rd verse, I said that the Gentiles were speaking about the Israelite foreigners. All right, when it's actually speaking about these other nations gravitating to us and gravitating to the light. All right, in the kingdom, basically. So I just wanted to correct that. Salakia for that. Like I said, a man slips with his tongue, but not with his heart. So just something I just want to do a quick video on Salaki on that once again. Yahweh Bashem, Yahweh Shah, Barakatah to you. Shalom.